Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, so we're going to use our key to open this door here. And we're going to hold on to that key because it unlocks two doors, not just one. I want to see if there's anyone in here real quick. Yeah, okay, over there. So I used Temporary Mind Sense, which is one of the spells you start with. Nice mace to the head. This guy's got a dangerous weapon, so didn't really want to get Darren involved. Basically, I don't know. I gotta coddle Darren and protect him until he gets a decent helmet, I think. Because he's got a good breastplate. But if he takes a weapon to the head, it's going to be really bad news. I don't really want this short sword. I like this mace, but I'm going to put it on the ground. A short sword here. Yeah, I know. If you want to pick that up, Darren, go for it. Now, this zombie has wood debris. That can do some damage, but it's not anywhere near as bad as the axe. So let's try to parry. So, how many parries in a row was that? And still, Darren did not have time, I guess, to get involved. Oh, and I keep missing now. You know what? You're going to get force blasted. I was going to force blast him in the face, but then I thought it might also hit Darren, so then I aimed at his legs and it didn't do anything. So that's the story of that encounter. Maybe we should just throw caution to the wind. Just let Darren fight, you know? Maybe that's what we have to do. You're a Thaumer. Oh yeah, that's right. A Thaumer? Seems I have the basic talent. Well, I fancy our chances more now. My bindings are weak. I would be no match for the necromancer who did this. What can a necromancer do, then? Command the dead, turn us against each other, fill us with dread, or simply make us do their bidding. Right, that's why they're not liked much. Well, actually, a shaper of minds can do good, give peace to those who don't find it of their own, dispel fears and bring harmony where there's discord. They can be healers of the mind. People like healers are right, but don't like tinkering with their heads. Those who can heal the body can just as well do great harm. Well, that's not a healer then, is it? You're right, and a mind shaper is not a necromancer. Thanks for explaining. Yeah, well, I'm always happy to have a discussion like that while we're supposed to be, you know, surviving here, finding a way out. Okay. What weapon does this guy have? He has a hook. Darren, where are you at? Get over here. I try to aggro the dude, bring him out, and then turn it over to Darren. Hey, there we go. There you go. Alright, I can't stand this anymore. Okay, you got him. Good. So yeah, Darren got hit, but I think it was probably just yellow damage because he got hit in the breastplate. But, who knows? How are you doing? I'm good. Alright. Okay, what do we have here? A heavy padded shirt. I don't have a padded shirt, so that'll replace my regular shirt. These are decent tough leather gloves. It's the same as the ones I have. Give those to Darren to replace those. Yeah, alright. See, it just seems like almost every fight Darren gets in, he takes damage. And it's just unsustainable. Anyway, here's the second door that we're going to use the key for. Now we're going to get rid of the key. Yep, there's someone there in the shadows. And they have an axe. Go. Alright. We know there's not going to be anything useful in either of the containers in this room. But you do get XP, oh god, you do get XP for searching things. That was Marlia, what do you mean? The dead one, I knew her, it was Marlia. For a moment I thought she recognized me too. Well, you better toughen up and ignore it because it might not be the last one you recognize. Gods below, I guess you're right. I thought I knew some others, but with her I was sure. Good talk, Darren. Alright. Now this is a real cramped space here. Just want to get this fight over with. So I'm just going to knock him to the ground and then miss with my follow-up attack. There we go. Alright, so here's a cuirass for me. We already gave the breastplate to Darren, but this is a step up for us. I don't remember what the stats were on the bill. That's the same. And we already gave one to Darren, so that's good. This, by the way, this amethyst, just like all the other gems, just regular gems, they don't do anything. Now, if they're a glowing crystal, that's a different story. Moving right along. Another shovel. And that tunic is decent, but here's a mailed vest, which I am going to take. And as for the tunic, let me see what mine was here. Yeah, it's better than that. Okay, we'll switch it out. These quilted trousers are better than the ones I gave to Darren before. Slightly better. It's not a huge difference. And nothing we want there. Okay. I'm going to run past this zombie here, try to get Darren on the other side. Darren, where are you? There he is. They got past the parry on that one. There you go. Come on. There you go. Alright, good job. Okay, waistcoat, no thank you. Good job, Darren, tripping over the zombie you just killed. And I already have better trousers than that, and those are the same stat-wise as the ones we just gave Darren. Alright, so I kind of want to use my shovel. I think there's enough light right in here in this room. I think. If I run past here, I should. Yeah, I can see. Alright, very nice. Yeah, so, you know, the shovel, it's not bad. It really isn't. This sledgehammer, like all of the sledgehammers, is incredibly slow. And while you can sometimes land some pretty devastating headshots, for my taste anyway, the sledgehammer's just too slow. We're going to put on those van braces. Alright. Now in here you have the option of doing some platforming, but it's almost entirely pointless. So you're just going to get yourself or Darren or both killed for no reason, so you can just climb up here. And if you get lucky enough, you should just stand at some point and be able to search this basket. Like so. There we go. So there's some parchment. Now you can search this basket too, but there's never anything useful in there. But that's basically the only other thing you would be able to have access to if you bothered with the platforming here. But if you're new to Exanima, let me just give you a piece of advice. If you can platform, don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. Now this pickaxe might be a more interesting two-handed weapon than the shovel. So I'm going to throw the shovel down. If Darren wants to grab it, it's great, but I doubt he will. Alright. Let's, I don't think, is there enough light here? No. I could lure this zombie over here where there is light, and then I could use the pickaxe, but Darren will probably take care of that. Oh no, Darren's got his bill hook stuck behind his back. Now he's okay. There you go. Alright. Not too bad. And there's another shovel. Okay. Darren should be able to find his way over here pretty easily without any trouble. So I'm not going to stop and wait. Alright, so there's a chest under here. It has an upgrade sphere. I think I'm going to toss the hatchet, by the way. This horn does absolutely nothing. The dagger has really good stats. I never use them because it's just usually not very effective for me anyway, but I'm going to hold on to it. Maybe we'll use it. Just for something different. Now we will retrace our steps a little bit. Alright. I wonder, I think this next zombie, yeah, he has a great axe. Don't want to experiment with the dagger there. So that's going to be a really good two-handed weapon, so we'll probably give that to Darren, but he might switch back to the billhook, who knows. But in the meantime, we have learned Bolt, and I'm going to replace the regular Force Blast with Bolt here and make that my quick spell. And we haven't learned Coherence yet, which we would need for this. Found a great axe here, yeah, alright, good job. But we will, like I said earlier, learn Continuous Mind Sense next. Darren doesn't seem to be wanting to just pick this up. I'm going to give it to him, and we'll leave the billhook in his inventory and see if he switches back to it. Or if he sticks with the axe. Alright, I'm going to bolt this dude so we can get some space here. Okay, okay, that was not... Oh, good. There's our first red damage of the run. I was not accounting for the stool. I should have known. I should have known. Oh, nice. Nice, Darren. I should have known there would be a piece of furniture waiting to ruin my run. Alright. Double-click the key, single-click that door to unlock it. Okay. Now, I'm wondering, something I thought about. Theoretically, you could probably take one of these planks to cross this hole, and then you could walk through here, as opposed to taking the underground route. But I'm not going to try it. But I did want to take a look here. It does seem doable. But yeah, I don't want to bother with that. Instead, like I said, we'll take the traditional underground route here by falling down this passage, as one does. There we go. And Darren is following right behind. Very good. This dude has a hook. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Let me try to get to the other side here. I'm trying to buy time so Darren will attack, but Darren just... There he is. Ooh. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, I think Darren and the Great Axe is a pretty good combination. There's also a two-handed sword right here. It's actually not bad. I'm going to put that in his inventory and get rid of the billhook. See if he prefers the sword to the axe. I would like him to stay with the axe, but who knows? Maybe he would be quite useful with the sword. Alright, do I see anybody? No. No, what? Where's he going? What's he trying to do? Nothing. I thought maybe he was going to go back for the billhook. No. What do you have? Hammer? Okay. That was terrible. There you go, Darren. There you go. Yeah, that's working out pretty well, I'd say. Good lord. Alright, we're back on our feet. Heavy padded shirt. Now, both Darren and myself, we have padded shirts. Good. Padded shirt here. I'm kind of waiting for us to get Darren's now classic line all in order. Question mark. Okay, we're going to give him that mail vest. Here's another mace. Let's add that to his inventory here. And then there's a leather helm, which we'll give to him as well. But yeah, I don't want to spoil... We don't need this key, by the way. It opens the cell in which we found the sword, which Darren switched to. That's kind of disappointing. I was really liking what he was doing with the axe. I could take the sword away, but I am not going to. Anyway, in our previous run, on the second floor, Darren had a classic moment. I don't want to spoil it, but he did give us a catchphrase where he asked me, all in order, right before something hilarious happened. So that was the first time I had encountered that comment, or specifically a question from him. And it was memorable, certainly. I'm sitting here ruminating about the axe and the sword. I'm mad. I wanted him to keep using the axe, but I don't want to take the sword away because clearly he thinks the sword is better. Maybe I should listen to him. And I'm trying my best to get out of here. Oh, man. Okay. What is the deal here? Oh, no. This is not good. There we go. Now, what are the odds that Darren is able to get out of there? Let's see. I did that just so I could see his mind state. Oh, yeah. All right, he had no problem. We're slowly being replaced by Darren. Darren is becoming the superior character. What a world. Let's see what he does with the sword. You. Come over here. I'm intentionally missing. I'm just trying to aggro. That seemed to scare him rather than aggro them. Come on. There we go. Alright, get up there, Darren. Yeah, you show that wall. There we go. There we go. Okay. I guess I'll take it. Alright. Don't need those. Don't need that jacket. What have we here? Waistcoat and another waistcoat. And nothing there. Alright, so this is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you as always for hanging out. I appreciate it. Please hit like and subscribe if you would like to. And I will see you all next time.